Hello, everyone. I am your DM doll for tonight, and this is Welcome to Neverland. If you two would be so kind to introduce yourselves.
Hello, I am MJ, and I will be playing a new character called Abigail Birch, or Abby for short.
Hello, I am Phoebe, and today I will be playing somebody named Arlette, or Ari for short.
And here is where our story begins. You two have both been chosen to deliver some supplies to a shrine nearby, because the next shrine ceremony is happening soon. Shrine ceremonies are where kids who have been here long enough are able to go to the shrines and get their powers.
Ooh,
Currently, you are in a park, meeting up with each other as you are about to head out to the shrine. Would you please tell me a bit about your characters?
So Abby is, I'm gonna say about 10, and she's a very studious little girl, but a bit shy and a little bit unsure of herself, especially in such a strange, scary world. She's really just trying to figure out how to live the peaceful life of a librarian she was imagining for herself in, well, the before times, but now it's a little tricky to be, a little bit of a calm librarian.
valid. But then there's a bit of my character who is, pun intended, a little bit cocky. Um, they're they are they're a little overconfident in their own skills and what they're capable of doing. Not that they brag about it, but they definitely do overestimate what they're able to handle.
Well, you two are both standing in a park, holding your own boxes for delivery. You two see each other since you are in the same park. And would you like to talk to each other?
I think Abby is trying to just staring at you with bewildered eyes, like, oh no, human interaction. And she's holding a box that's large enough that she needs both hands for it. And her natural instinct would be to wave, so she's just sort of standing there frozen.
Okay, how big are the boxes that we are delivering?
Well, it depends on what you're delivering, but apparently Abby has all of the snacks or something with how big that box is.
The most vital box of all when dealing with a large group of kids.
I want to imagine as contrast, Arlette has a very small box that she kind of has it tucked underneath her arm, and she looks to Abby, who is standing there, huge box, both hands. Bright is imagining that she's hardly looking over the top from how big it is, maybe, and immediately seeing her, she's like, "Do you want to swap boxes? I mean, that one seems to be pretty heavy for you. Mine's smaller."
Uh, 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 sure.
Perfect. And
Awkwardly, puts her box down on the ground and then holds out her hands for the small one.
Arlette instantly hands it over and looks at the big box. She's going to try and lift it. Am I going to roll anything for it, or do I just pick up the box?
While
No?
it is
Okay.
heavy and it is big, the snacks aren't that heavy that it would pull your arms down. Otherwise, Abby probably wouldn't have been able to lift it.
Yeah. Unless she was using her enhanced strength, but even then, those wouldn't be snacks, those would be cinder blocks.
Valid.
Yeah.
Of course, rolling to pick something up is a very Toon kind thing to do.
Now, while you two are talking, you do remember that you are on a time limit. As in Neverland, you never want to be out at night, especially not without someone who has powers that can deal with the night. Because night is a death sentence here, because that's when more than the usual amount of monsters come out. So you have to get these boxes to the shrine before nightfall, or else you're going to be in big trouble.
Alrighty, tidy. So with the little box swap, Arlette is very much going to invite. Forgot the name. Oops.
Abby.
Abby.
It's like
B
Teddy,
is.
but with an A and B.
Mhm.
The only similarity is the Y.
Arlette's going to invite Abby to like come along. I was delivering that box to the shrine. I'm assuming you were too.
Oh, yeah, I was. Thanks.
Oh boy, exciting, isn't it?
I guess so.
Some kid's going to be getting their powers today. Oh, I've got my fingers crossed. It's me. Oh, I'm so excited.
Don't you already?
Do you not have your powers yet?
Oh, do we?
You do, but I'm going to think it's hilarious if you briefly got so excited you forgot.
Abby's like, do you not already have your?
I'm sorry. I assumed we were starting the campaign without powers. Okay.
No,
I think
you
it's
have.
a fair assumption, but yeah, that's hilarious.
You will not. You wouldn't be able to survive one of the encounters in this without your powers. I'm sorry.
Oh boy. That's not ominous at all.
Okay. I'm sorry. Scratch what I said then. I had no idea where we were starting. But yeah. Okay, so if Abby does have her not Abby. You know,
Arlette.
this is Arlette. You know, this is the Penny and Jenny thing all over again.
It is.
Ari and Abby. Yeah. Dynamic duo.
Right, continuing on. So exciting, isn't it? Curious on what powers are going to be given out today.
Yeah, I kind of, I guess I've been so busy, suddenly they were, like, asking me to deliver things, and I was just like, sure. After getting my own powers, I haven't really, like, attended.
I keep being shafted off to do these delivery jobs. I mean, I could be so much more. I'm strong. I'm fast. I'm really good. You know, it's really just a waste of potential for me to just do delivery jobs.
Are you two moving to exit the park as you're talking?
Yeah, I was imagining they're talking and walking. With Abby probably trailing
Alright.
slightly behind.
Another thing that I do want to point out is that Arlette has like a little lollipop in her mouth as she speaks.
Nice.
Abby is listening to Ari rant and like, did I get your name?
Oh no, I don't think you have. I'm Arlette. You can call me Ari for short.
Oh, nice to meet you, Ari. I'm Abigail, and you can call me Abby for short. Hey, A names. We're same.
Ooh! Double A. Nice.
As you two are walking, eventually you find that you can't exactly walk anymore because there is a river directly in your path. Would you like to make a perception check?
Why not?
I shall.
Let's make.
We can both make perception checks again. So, dice rolls. Is this the,
It's Avery.
It's
Avery.
our... Yeah.
D20 and perception. I don't have perception as a skill plus thing, so I don't get...
14.
Yeah. 14? Alright, and what about you, Quiz?
17.
17. Alright, you both do notice that there is a fairy with a kid
Oh, wait,
waiting
I do
on
have a
it.
+2
A little.
perception. So I guess
Yeah.
that's a 19.
Yeah. A little bit farther down the river, you see a ferry, and there is a kid waiting on that ferry for anyone to come by. A lot of the time when rivers have been found in the city, kids have been assigned the job of ferrymen, since you can't exactly swim across safely all on your own.
Well, Arlette's going to look up and down the river, notice the kid, and just kind of point it out to Abby, like, "Hey, there's somebody over there. Hey, kid!" Oh, go ahead.
No, she was just saying, I see.
Yeah.
Anyway, Arlette's going to call out to the fairy kid.
The kid seems to perk up and look over to you before waving you over. They have a more bird-like outfit, but it's still a bit gloomy looking for some reason. Must just be their powers.
Well, anyway, kid, we gotta make it across that river. Mind giving us a lift?
The kid nods and says, "Sure. I'd usually ask for a fare, but you two seem to be delivering something, so I shouldn't hold you back. Come
It's
aboard."
for a shrine celebration.
Yeah. We're
Oh.
we're delivering for the new power ceremony.
I remember when I had to do delivery boy lessons. I'm Karen. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Oh, pleasure to meet you. I'm Arlette, and this is Abby.
I'm Abby. Yeah, I'm Abby.
Yeah, they are.
Props to you get the reference with the name.
Karen.
Karen.
I do not.
I'll type it out in chat so you can see what I mean by the spelling.
Ah.
Oh.
Well, regardless, Arlette's going to drop the box onto the boat. Actually, maybe not drop it, but like she's about to drop it, realize she's carrying snacks, and then just kind of like gently set it upon the boat and take a seat.
Abby, holding her little box, just takes a seat with it in her lap.
Karen starts to row you across the river. Would you like to have a little time to talk with him or each other while you go across the river?
Hmm.
I guess Abby sits there kicking her legs and sort of like peers at the other two. So, what are your powers?
Oh. Well, I believe mine's like a candy rooster. I don't know. I got this when I gained mine, and she kind of pops the lollipop out of her mouth, and it is in fact a lollipop that's shaped like a red rooster.
Oh, wait. So is that your weapon?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's kind of small at the moment. It gets bigger. It does get bigger, trust me. And it's a thing to come across. But for now, I just like to pop it into my mouth. It's sweet. Oh, check this out. She takes the candy rooster and she kind of bites its head off. It does break off, but it's less than a second later that the head regrows.
Infinite candy?
Mm-hmm. Infinite candy. She does it again.
That doesn't seem very healthy, but that's awesome.
Oh, it's absolutely not healthy, but what you gonna do about it?
I have a bear hug of healing since I'm like a bear and um I think I'm a bear and like a nightlight.
Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's cute.
Would you like to ask Karen about his powers?
Yeah, I
Oh
think
yeah.
Abby shifts her little curious gaze over to Karen.
Karen chuckles. He looks like an older kid, and he says, mine is an osprey and death. Not exactly pretty, but it does the job.
Oh, huh? So you can what does death do as a power? Or do you just have multiple ways of killing people? I mean, not people. I mean monsters.
Always about the killing. It can also be about the mood of the room, the way people feel, that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Hmm.
Eventually, the two of you reach the other side of the river and Karen stops the boat. Alright, this is your stop, but just be careful up ahead. The shopping mall's up that way, and you know how much of a monster-infested place that tends to be.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to avoid it as much as possible. I am not enjoying today, really.
Ah, don't worry, don't worry. I'll help you. I'll be right here, right by your side.
Thanks.
No problem, no problem. Come on.
And Abby follows along.
So you two are making your way to the abandoned shopping mall. It has a bit of a reputation. Usually in the normal world, that would just be a spot for ghost stories, but most of the stories of that place are very much true.
Oh boy.
It's a very dark place, even in the day, so monsters tend to roam there.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, my girl has light summoning powers.
Good for her.
Hurrah!
Hurrah! Slightly less dark than it could be.
You make
I
your way into the mall as it's the only way to get to the shrine fast enough. And what are you doing as you go through the mall?
Hmm. Well, there's not much that Arlette's going to be doing. Both of her hands are dedicated to the box. So she's just kind of like looking around. She has her guard up for any of the monsters that might come around, but other than that, she's not particularly chatty.
Yeah, I think Abby's on high alert as well, and is it getting darker as they go in?
Yes, the sun isn't going very fast in the sky, but as this is the shopping mall, it does get darker as you go inside.
I think as they enter, Abby switches to holding the little box with one hand and summons a tiny little ball of light in her other. It has enough of a beam that it's sort of like a small flashlight.
Hey,
Towards you creating that light, Arlette does kind of step a little bit closer to be more near the light. She's a little bit nervous about the darkness.
Valid. I guess could we do perception rolls since we're in high alert?
alright, go ahead. I was just rolling something on my own.
Ominous
Hello?
rolling.
Ominous rolling. Still nothing towards perception, so 11. Oh,
20 plus 2. 17.
Alright. Arlette doesn't exactly notice this, but Abby, you do. There seems to be a bit of faint noise coming from the right area of the shopping mall from where you are. It doesn't seem to be getting louder or closer to your location, but there's probably someone or something else in this place.
She lets a
scary.
little scared little eat. Uh, uh, Not to alarm you, Ari, but I think something in the distance to the right. Something. I don't think it's getting closer, but there's definitely something.
Ari just um Okay, question. How tall is Abby?
I don't know what the normal height of a 10-year-old kid is.
I'm
I
gonna
presume
say,
just shorter. How tall is your girl?
mine's about like a preteen. So, okay, as somebody who has a close to 10-year-old brother, they're a little bit below 5 foot, so
Yeah, I guess Abby would probably be like 4 foot. I'm gonna say 6.
fair enough. So, from how small Abby is and the box that block very little blocks Ari, she just has like a mortified expression now as she just kind of peeks to this right and is like, mm-hmm, delightful.
The children are scared.
The children are
Are you
scared.
continuing? Are you continuing on your path?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess since they're not
no.
going to the right, they're still just continuing forward. But I think they're
Ari,
both now just staring to the right in fear.
Ari wants to pick up her pace, but she very soon realizes that picking up her pace puts Abby behind, and that brings the light behind. So Ari is just like, she's nervous. She can't walk faster without leaving the light.
Ooh, not good for you.
Oh no, a 20! Why got a 20?
The two of you were walking on your path, a little scared and unnerved, when all of a sudden, you feel something behind you.
No. No, oh no, oh no!
Oh dear, oh dear.
Would you like to turn around?
I think feeling a presence behind her, Abby instead wants to book it. Like, I
Ari's
just imagine like a moment of freezing and then just sprinting.
Ari, on the other hand, has the first reaction to just freeze in place, see that Abby is running, and just call out to Abby, Abby! Abby! No, 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 no! No,
I
wait
think
for me!
Abby stops like and looks back at Ari. Like she's only like 6 feet at
Oh,
max away.
you're looking back.
I'm looking.
Would you like to know what you see behind Ari?
I would not, but go ahead.
Behind Ari are two tall, lanky figures with skin black as night and eyes that seem to be empty and white.
Ah!
These are two shadow
Or to what?
men. Please roll initiative.
Is that just a
Okay.
flat D20 for our characters?
I believe it's an. I thought initiative was like
No,
D20
that's not.
plus Dex.
Yeah, D20 plus Dex. So 16 and 14 for these two.
Oh, you ruled for us, or oh no.
No, for the shadow men.
Okay, brain short circuiting.
Brain sprayed, nothing working right. Okay.
8.
15. Oh god, okay, the monsters have first move.
Oh dear. I mean, understandable.
Yeah.
Alright, so the initiative order is one of the shadow men, Abby, another of the shadow men, and then Ari. So, since you are close by and it is breathing down your neck, it is going to attack you with its claws.
Attack who? Ari?
Ari. Yes.
Dang it, my character is 6 feet away. I didn't really figure out how close adjacent would be, but I think would have to be 5 feet.
Alright, does that hit? Does a 15 hit?
Okay, so defense is going to be like my AC here, correct?
Yes.
Yes, it does hit.
Alright. I'm gonna start using my physical dice. Alright, so weapons is this one.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Take
whoa,
2
whoa.
damage.
What?
Take
Oh,
2 damage.
Okay.
We only
Okay,
have
I should.
10 health. Wait. Oh no.
It's only
Oh.
2 damage, don't worry.
Okay, so 10 health now goes to 8. Cool.
Abby, it is your turn.
Okay. So, I think she's gonna use her light blast. Which has her magic bonus. So,
Well, please roll for it. First, you gotta hit.
yeah, so I just roll a d20 for this, or would it also have the +2?
The magic effect only happens when you hit.
Okay, so just a d20 for now.
Unless you have anything to your intelligence or wisdom, then you can use that addition to add to your magic attack.
Oh, so wait, okay, so she has plus, so it has a 3 to intelligence, so can that be a +3 to hit?
Yes.
Okay. 21.
Okay,
Ooh.
you definitely hit. Now, which one are you attacking, and would you please make attack or damage roll?
Yeah, I guess she would probably aim for the one that just tried to hit. Well, actually, how are the monsters positioned? I assume the one that hit Ari is now kind of more frontwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she would probably aim for that one, though I know it would probably be more efficient to hit the one that hasn't attacked yet, since maybe she would murder it before it did any damage. But so that would be a +2. Okay, that's please. Or wait, hold on. I would roll a d4, wouldn't I?
No, let me look at this thing again. Magic effect is D8.
Ah, so
And wait, no, you didn't roll a natural 20, so no.
yeah, so
I was about to give you ultimate, but you didn't roll a natural 20.
yeah, so let
Or
me.
is it natural?
Alright, so d8 +2, right?
Actually, it doesn't say anything about natural, so roll a d12 plus 2. You're doing ultimate since you got 20 and above.
Okay, so a d12 +2, 7 damage.
Nice!
7 damage. And that one is down to um 20. Sorry, I'm not good at math. I need a calculator.
It's okay. Also, we're all just learning this new system here, so I think we're all chill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got a decent amount of its health down. And now it is the next Shadow Man's turn. It is also going to go after Ari since Ari is so close, and it's going to try and bite her. So.
Oh wait, hold on. Can I do a
That is a
movement for
3.
my
You are
turn,
safe.
real quick?
Yes, you can make a movement. Also, Ari, you do not get hit. This thing whiffs horribly.
God.
Yeah, I think
Suffer.
Abby would actually move up next to Ari so that as a reaction she could do a shield in case.
Mm-hmm.
Good move. Good move. Good
Arthur,
idea.
now your turn.
Okay, it's my turn now. Oof.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't ask. Do we already have like our powers activated? Right? Yes, no, maybe. Correct. Okay.
If you are going to use your powers, it is an automatic reaction. You don't need to like roll anything or say you do it. It just happens.
Okay. Never mind. That wasn't what I was asking, but thank you. Um You know what? With Abby close by and me requiring hands to hold the box, Ari drops the box, pops out the lollipop, which instantly transforms into a halberd, and just whips around to give the shadow man behind her a beating.
Hey, roll your attack.
Okay.
You can either use strength or one of your magic casts, since this is a magic weapon.
I'm gonna go with strength. That's my better. 20.
Oh, 20, so you do hit this. Is this the same one that Abby hit?
I'll go. I was thinking the one that bit me because that would most likely would be like right behind me.
The one that clawed you was the only one that was able to hit you. The one that bit you is still a bit behind.
Yeah, then
Since
the
it
one that
lists-
clawed me.
Alright. Since you also got a 20, do your ultimate damage plus either your weapons or magic damage.
Okay, so my weapons damage is going to be the halberd damage, or is it different?
Well, you can either use weapons or magic with these magic weapons, but since you got a 20, you roll ultimate damage, which is a d12, and add the modifier of either your weapons or magic.
Okay, so I roll a d12 plus weapon.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Or
With
magic, whichever you prefer.
Okay, I'm better with weapons.
Yeah, so you roll d12
4.
and then add the modifier. Okay. So you hit this thing for 4 damage.
Damn. Wait, plus ultimate modifier 2?
Yeah, if you're rolling ultimate, add that on.
Okay, then that's plus 2, so that'd be 6 damage.
Oh.
So since okay, so hold on, I just want to make sure I'm understanding right. So if you roll a 20 or above, you get to add you get to use a d12 as your damage dice. Then you get plus whatever
Yes.
your weapon or magic is, and then if you have the ultimate stat, you can also add the ultimate stat bonus.
Yes, I'm looking at the page, and it seems like if you roll 20, you add a d12. But since we've already made these rolls, we'll continue with this and then fix it when we get another 20.
Okay.
Hmm.
We're workshopping here, people.
Okay. Yeah. It is now below 1 heart.
Good.
So it is its turn again. And it will try to claw you again.
Motherfucker. Didn't learn his lesson
I
from
also
last time.
realized I forgot to add its modifier, so
Oof.
17. It does hit you.
Weeps.
And for weapons, it will do R1d6. Eesh! 6 damage.
Damn! To who?
Wait, a reaction. I block it.
Okay, it hits your shield instead, but your shield does go down from that amount of damage.
It's a light shield. I don't know how much health it has, actually.
Well, in my opinion, it would have like 5 HP since it's a very light shield. So it does go down, but you do not get hit.
Okay, so it just... I guess she summons it, and upon being hit, it instantly bursts back into the ether or whatever.
Yes. And you'd have to wait till after your turn to prepare that as a reaction again.
Okay, yeah.
Speaking of, it is now your turn.
Oh boy, okay. Let me see what my chickadee can do.
Also, as a little hint, you can try and distract it.
Ah. I don't know how. I would just so I'm assuming since it just tried to claw them, it's really close. So I guess I'll just do an arm light blast to the face.
Okay, go ahead and make your roll.
Okay, let's see if I can remember how to do this thing I just did. So that's just the d20 plus 3 since of my intelligence. 11?
Just above its AC.
Okay.
So you do
Nice.
hit.
Nice. Okay.
Please roll your damage.
So this would be a d8.
Yes, a D8 or a D6, depending on what you want to use.
I guess I'll use the d8 since it's bigger. It's magic. I haven't really used a lot of spells on base D&D, so I'm sort of writing blind here. And then the plus.
Yeah, usually the reason you would want to use weapons over magic is just if it has a higher bonus.
So 10.
Okay, you blast this thing in the face and it lets out a visceral scream before disintegrating. You successfully defeated one of the Shadow Men.
Good.
Just blasted this thing into oblivion.
And now it is the other Shadow Man's turn.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
You made the most noise and light, so it's going to go after you now. As Shadow Men are very drawn to loud and bright things.
Oh no.
Oh damn.
Do I have my shield back, or would I have had? Wait, hold on. I still have movement. Can I grab Ari and try backpedaling a little bit?
Yes, you can, but you will be leaving your box away from you. Or Ari will.
Oh dang it! I guess I won't move. So what's
Okay,
the
it's
story
going.
with the shield? I just had my turn, so is the shield back into play, or?
I think it takes you making your turn to get the shield, yes, but remember it's very weak. So high enough damage will transfer to you instead. So you don't always want to use your shield.
Oh, okie dokie.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's attacking you, so alright. 1d6 plus 1d12.
I think I have to use the shield because wait. So would the shield minus out some of that damage? Since if the shield only has 5,
Yes, it would.
since my girl only has
Yes,
11
yes,
hit
it would.
points, that's would murder. Or wait. Oh wait. Wait, no. Since only 10 hit points, so.
Yes, so you may use your shield. See, this is why instead of making it to where you had to repair it, I have it as a reaction. Because these things hit hard.
Yeah, okay,
Oh,
so light
damn.
shield. So that. Hold on. Math. That still does 7 points of damage, my girl.
Yeah. So take 7 points of damage.
That would knock us down to, well, 3 hit points.
Oh damn.
You're lucky you have healing magic for when you get out of this.
Yeah. And then there's me. No healing magic.
And you both have medicine checks, so you could do something, but the Shadowman's turn is over. It is now your turn, Ari.
Okay. Okay, so how far away is the Shadow Man from me?
Not very far. It is in close range.
Oh, then I'm gonna smack it too. Might as well.
A reminder of a hint, you can try and distract it so you don't have to fight it.
I'm still gonna smack it.
Okay. Make your roll.
Okay. So to hit it was plus strength,
1d20.
correct? 1d20 plus strength.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
10.
Just at its AC. You do hit it.
Okay, cool. I also want to use my power toothache.
Okay.
Would that work against the Shadow Men?
Yes, I believe that would give them disadvantage. So make your damage roll.
Damage roll is a d6, I'm assuming? Or?
Yes.
Cool.
Since you're using your weapons.
Nice, 6.
6. And it is also at disadvantage. Okay. It's your turn, Abby.
Alright,
Hmm.
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 Lovely conversation, thank you.
Yeah.
Love the Minecraft villager noises.
So I think she's gonna hug herself because she just took quite. Of course, maybe I would just go and take that health again. Huh. Oh, actually, I'm gonna try
You have.
distracting.
You're gonna try this. Okay. So,
think-
using what you know about Shadowmen, they are easily distracted by sound or light that is bigger than what is coming from you.
So I think she's gonna use her light manipulation powers to like I'm assuming there's like they're probably like in like a hall and thus there's like darkness behind the shadow man they're facing.
Mm-hmm.
I think she'll use her powers to summon like a giant ball of light that shines from behind it down the hall.
Okay, please make a roll for that.
I'm not quite sure what to roll for this.
Straight,
Possibly magic because this is your power.
I'd say do a d20 plus either intelligence or wisdom.
20 plus 3. 18.
18. And
Nice.
I will make it have a contested roll to see if it can beat you and stay attention. So, 1d20.
And would it have disadvantage because of the toothache?
Yeah, it does. I'm counting for that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
11. It does not beat you. So the Shadowman perks up and turns around and starts shambling off towards the larger light.
Good.
You have successfully beat this puzzle. Congratulations. You may now grab your box and run.
Good. Okay. I'm gonna grab the box with one hand. I'm grabbing Abby with the other one, and I'm activating my other power of Sugar Rush, and I'm booking it.
You make it out of the abandoned mall with injuries, but alive. And you run out onto a street. It is definitely getting darker due to all the time you spent in the mall, but it's not too horribly close to night.
Okay, good. Instantly being outside of the mall, Ari's going to drop Abby, drop the box a little bit, and just lead over using their halberd, halberd. Anyway, as a pole to lean against as they catch their breath because, oh boy, after a sugar rush, you have a bit of a sugar crash.
Yeah. I think, being
Yeah.
dropped, Abby lets out a little bit of a squeak and she hits the floor, it's just a little bit of a landing. She sort of like straightens up. She's like shaking visible shaking of the limbs, and then she just wraps her arms around herself and does a bear hug of healing. We didn't talk about how much this would heal. Do you think it would be like a full health or like a roll for health?
I think it would be a D6 roll or a D8 roll to see how much you heal. So this is magic, probably D8.
D8. And do you think it would be like a plus of medicine in this case, or a magic, or?
Medicine or magic, whatever you want to do. Actually, wait, no. Since you're not doing medicine specifically, you're only using a healing spell, just the magic plus.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
Oh, baby.
Oh, wait,
You forgot the R.
forgot the R. Good old
Forgot
R.
the R.
D8 plus 2. 5, so
5. You get 5 points of health back.
Nice.
3. So at 8 health again. And I guess she'll then turn to the Ari and offer a hug. A bear hug of healing? Do you want?
Ari is catching her breath. She looks to Abby and she kind of shakes her head a little bit like, nah, I'm good.
Are you sure? I thought you got
You-
hit.
Wasn't it like only like 2 points of damage, or did Ari
Yes,
get
it was.
more damage?
It-
No.
It was just 2.
Okay, yeah. It was just 2 points of damage, so Ari's going to shake her head like, nah, I can make it.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It takes a little bit longer to catch her breath before her halberd turns back into a little lollipop. She sticks it into her mouth and picks up the box again and is like, "Okay, break's over. We gotta keep moving."
I hate that. I hate that. Why does that mall exist? Why don't we just blow it up? Surely someone has a blow up power of blowing up things.
Oh, I wish that was me. I wish I could. I wish I could blow stuff up. I honestly do wish.
There is a reason it's left behind and not completely scoured. Is because it has lots of supplies in it, since it is a giant mall, and nobody's there to demand money.
Anarchy!
So it's dangerous but highly rewarding.
Not too much for delivery, girls.
As if. Listen, we're children. Do you really think we can logically think through things?
Alright, as you two go down the road, would you please make a perception check?
Oh God, if
boy,
there's
oh
something
boy,
here.
oh boy.
Don't worry, you're out of the storm.
5.
We both sucked.
You two are blind.
We're just too frightened.
Okay.
We're scared. We're terrified after what happened. Leave us alone, please.
You don't see anything just yet.
Ominous. That's kind of ominous. I bet it's like a friendly kid with like free popcorn or something.
Close.
Oh. Well, there's definitely a kid.
Or maybe
But
it's just
regardless,
a free popcorn stall, huh? Ever consider that?
Maybe.
Alright. It's getting closer to night, but not enough that you should be worried. And you are in the home stretch. Down this street, it's pretty long, but there is the shrine at the end of the street.
Hey. Ooh.
Just speed walking towards victory. Abby's like locked on. Abby wants to go home. Abby realizes that going home would involve going back through the mall. Abby is slowing down. I'm getting like SpongeBob through the perfume department vibes.
What?
I'll find the clip. I'll show it later.
You tell this to somebody who's never seen SpongeBob before. I'm sorry that you find this out this way, but
It's fine. Ignore me and my references.
but regardless, as Abby is slowing down, Ari is right behind her with one of her arms. She's going to just kind of like push Abby forward, like, come on, come on. Sooner we deliver these packages, the sooner we get back to that mall, and the sooner we can all go home.
I'm not ready to go back through. I don't want to do it.
Okay, at least let's make it to the shrine. I'm hoping that will at least be safer. You know, there's going to be a crowd of kids there.
You're right. You're right.
can-
Safety, safety. And suddenly she's like running towards the shrine.
Would you two please make another perception check? Because this shrine is like a mile walk away.
Abby's going. While we're rolling, Abby's going. Not Abby.
Oh.
Ari is going to be like, wait, hold up. I still have a very heavy box. They are going
Alright,
to use a
please
little
make a
bit of
perception check.
right. They are going to use a little bit of sugar rush to pick up their pace. 17.
Finally! Okay. Abby doesn't see this, but as you look down the road, you see what looks like something yellow and something blue. And as you get closer, you see that they are two kids. And would either of you make a history check?
Well, I didn't see him, so
Sure,
Okay, Ari, would
um,
you make a history check?
Sure, I guess I'll make a history check. 13.
13. Good enough. You know these two as Dot and Tabby from one of the kid factions, and they are in fact the leaders of the faction that is closest to the shrine, the one that stays in a museum nearby.
Aw. Well,
They
to
seem
that,
to be talking about something.
how close are they?
A little bit farther down the road, but you have noticed them.
Neato. I don't think I'm going to bother them too much, but Ari is going to give them a little hello if we do cross them. You know what? If we do come closer to them, like if we do cross paths, I think Ari's going to make a little stop, say, "Hello, are you here for the shrine? Excited for it? What are you two doing?"
So are you going up to them?
Well, I'm not going to go out of my way for them. If we're crossing paths, then yes, Ari is going to talk. But other than that,
I mean,
no.
they're directly in the middle of the road.
I guess Abby, who's like speed walking down the center of the road, will have to stop for them. Like, a little girl on a mission. She's like, I imagine those two like center of the road, kind of like middle of the road, either side, right between their heads or shoulders or whatever. Abby is like tunnel visioned at the shrine, and then suddenly, and
You two draw close.
oh no,
Okay.
go ahead.
As you two draw closer towards them, you can start hearing their conversation. I'm pretty sure they were supposed to get here by now. The ceremony's gonna start soon. Don't worry, they'll be here. It's fine.
Is that a reference to us? Ari's going to interrupt the conversation a little bit.
The two girls pause and look at you two.
I want
one
you
of
to know. I
them-
want you to know that Abby's still going forward. Abby has not stopped for this conversation. Abby has locked on to target.
You have to be stopped because you're about to run into them.
It's like I think upon hearing, like somehow Ari talking is what snaps Abby out of it. Like she pauses and then like looks up at the two. I assume they're slightly taller than her. She's so short and
Yeah,
like,
they
oh,
are.
hello. We have deliveries. I guess now I'll roll history to see if
Yeah, go ahead.
did I give.
Who knows? You might get a better roll and more information.
Yeah, so I don't have skill advantage in history. Would I get an intelligence advantage or?
Yeah, intelligence or
Yes.
wisdom.
Let's do intelligence, since I think that's what wisdom is, or I mean, what history is. And if I'm wrong, then well.
Actually, I can check.
Okay, 17. You do remember a little bit more than Ari did. These two tend to hold the shrine ceremonies most of the time since this is their area. So these two are the two you were supposed to deliver these stuff to.
Nice.
They're also very well known as friendly and kind leaders of their faction, and usually will offer anyone a chance to stay the night at the museum if it gets too close to night for them to return home.
I think at this, like, Abby, like, was just like, we're here with the deliveries, and then it, like, registers who was actually in front of her, like, oh, it's you two, here, do you want the boxes, or I guess we can bring it all the way to the shrine, and, would it be alright if I spent the night at the museum, since it's dark, and, we had encounters with monsters at the mall, that's why we're late, and I'm sorry.
Tabby specifically seems to perk up at the mention of encounters with monsters and is like, oh, of course. I should have known they would send you through that area.
Yeah,
As
unfortunate.
much as you should have not taken the shortcut with how dangerous it probably was necessary. Well, come on, let's head to the shrine. And while you walk, Dot seems to be checking you both over for any major injuries.
No, neither of the two were majorly hurt.
Well, not anymore, thanks to Abby Bear Hug of healing herself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since this road is pretty long, and you two just had a very long journey, you have plenty of time to talk to these two or between each other.
Well, currently Ari is holding her head up a little bit high after the mention of the encounter at the mall. Like, yeah, two monsters jumped on us, but not to worry, we got rid of them both swiftly.
I think technically I did. I blasted one into smithereens, and then I summoned a light and distracted the other one. It was. I guess it was cool, but I was sort of just squeezing my eyes shut the whole time.
Mm-hmm. And I gave one a good smack.
You did. I saw that. It was one of the moments my eyes are open.
Glad you were able to catch that moment. It was a pretty good one.
He seems proud of you, but doesn't say anything. Meanwhile, Dot seems very excited. Oh, was this your first encounter with a monster? They tend to be pretty scary, but you two sound like you did such a great job.
Oh, yeah. Well, absolutely you did. Look at you. You blasted a monster to smithereens.
I guess I did. We did good. We both did good, and we lived to tell about it. And anyway, I was wondering. So we're allowed to spend the night, right, at the museum? How is it living in a museum? Actually, I like astronomy.
Tabby is the one who takes more interest in this and says, well, of course you can stay, and I find it pretty nice. There's lots of things to explore, and there's plenty of areas we haven't exactly seen all of yet. Lots of different exhibits. There's lots to learn.
To that, Ari just kind of deflates like, the one thing that I thought this world didn't have. Learning.
Meanwhile, Abby looks actually excited. Oh, that's so cool. Would it be okay if I actually stayed a couple days at the museum? I like learning things, and it's, well, in this weird place, it's sort of hard to do that.
Tabby nods and says, sure, as long as you make sure to pull your weight.
I think Abby quickly glances down at her weak little nerd arms. Hopefully that weight isn't a lot.
Tabby laughs at this and says, I didn't necessarily mean physical labor.
Oh, I'm very smart. I could totally, I don't know if bookkeeping would be a thing, but I could totally count things.
Well, there's plenty of things you could do there, don't worry.
Greatly beloved, deeply beloved.
Mm-hmm. Dot speaks up this time and says, So, are you too excited to see the shrine ceremony?
I guess so.
Absolutely.
I imagine they
Dot
look at each
nods.
other because of the slightly different answers. Like, I guess so. Absolutely.
Dot nods and says, I remember my first shrine ceremony. It was nerve-wracking, but we pulled through.
Hmm. I remember my first one too. Oh, I was shaking with how excited I was. As a player, I want to give like a little flashback to that moment, and Ari's like, she was absolutely terrified. She was shaking out of pure fear.
Abby's like, I was so nervous for mine in a flashback, and she was just like calm, like, yeah, this is the thing that's happening. Self-perceptions, yeah!
They are absolute opposites of each other.
Tabby hums and says, Truth to be told, I was terrified during mine. It's not every day you see a bright light suddenly shine and engulf you, and then the next thing you know, you're wearing a completely different outfit and you feel completely different.
Mine got teddy bear ears. Look, I think she like wiggles her little hoodie's ears.
Both Dot and Tabby wiggled the ears on their hoods back at you. They're a dog and cat, respectively.
Ari, who doesn't have a hood. Oops.
You do have a hood, you just don't have animal ears on it.
Huh. Well, she wiggles her little wings just to be with them. Listen, she wants to be a part of things too.
Aw.
Everyone just wiggling.
Wiggle. Oh wait, shit. She can't wiggle. Her hands are too busy carrying box. Anyway.
Oh wait, oh, I just meant like she wanted to be part of things so bad she just like drops the box to wiggle.
I mean,
I was imagining that like the wing. I was imagining that the wings just kind of like wiggle themselves a little bit, but very slightly.
Maybe it's like Ari is one of those people who can like twitch their ears, and the movement of the ears makes the wings twitch.
Oh, she would be able to twitch her ears.
As you walk, Dot looks at you two and asks, So, what faction are you two from? It must have been a long walk all the way from the park.
Oh, it was. I have absolutely zero idea what sections there are. Oops.
You can just make them up since the world building has yet to be done. So the things you say will probably be in the world building.
Abby nods. Oh, I'm. It's not like a super big faction, but I'm staying. There's this school. It's an old like elementary school, and we've set up there, and I have like the library section of it where I've been helping like organize things. It's really becoming more of like like a comfort hub, like you know, like an infirmary slash chill place.
Hmm.
Well, I came from section 3, so yeah, bit of a walk away from here, but it's very nice. It's a tall
They
building,
both
I'll tell you
nod.
that.
Yeah, I would think so. For some reason, I feel like it would be a hospital since you said it was tall.
I was thinking office building, but yeah, we'll go with hospital.
Could be either.
I'm gonna go with hospital. I like that idea.
Okay. Usually they're mostly healers over there.
Ah, well, you know, sometimes a healer needs a really good, muscle bodyguard.
Ari's fast. I bet they like you running deliveries.
The doctors, the healers mainly use me as a little delivery boy because of how fast I can run across the hospital, but I could do so much more, you know?
Well, I'm sure you think that it's much better not to have to fight off a monster horde at your doors.
Well, it certainly will be more exciting.
Both Dot and Tabby look to each other with a tired look and then keep walking.
I think Abby also looks tired. Like, I don't know.
They're all tired.
Why would you want to deal with monsters? Why wouldn't you want to just curl up in a library and never, ever go outside again?
I find this even funnier, just with Ari saying, like, yeah, I want to face more monsters, especially after the fact that she was just mortified at the hall.
Yeah. Already forgot.
She's like, oh, it's about, she's like Shaggy and Scooby. Both of them absolutely are terrified of ghosts and ghouls, and yet every single time they keep coming back.
Yeah, Dot and Tabby have both dealt with many a monster horde. Especially Tabby, since she's part of the night patrol due to her powers.
Valid, valid.
Night Patrol
closer you
actually
get to
sounds
the
like a really
show-
cool name. Just
Hmm?
Night
What?
Patrol sounds cool.
Yeah, I imagine most factions have a night patrol since you don't exactly want to be left all vulnerable during the night.
Valid, valid. Nobody wants to be vulnerable during nighttime.
As you grow close to the shrine, you can start hearing more of the commotion and hustle.
Ooh,
You can even start hearing a bit of like the streamers and stuff put around as they prepare for the parade. It's not a
there's
very
going
big
to.
parade. It's more of like a kid parade with all the kids marching down towards the shrine to receive their powers.
Aww.
Mm-hmm. All right. Ari's going to drop the box where it needs to be, and she's going to take a spot to watch.
Because Abby would probably also do the same thing and sit next to Ari.
Dot and Tabby give you a little wave and say, "All right, stay safe over here. We've got to go get things set up."
Yeah, no problem, no problem. You do you. Go ahead.
Abby gives a little parting wave towards them.
They take the boxes and Dot starts spreading out the snack table while Tabby opens the littler box. Would you like to know what's inside?
What's inside?
Yes.
Little star stickers for everyone who gets through the shrine ceremony bravely.
Aw.
Aww.
One of the most important boxes was the little one.
Aww. Deeply beloved.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a side thing, but I feel like I ought to say that Abby has little like gloves on that have like little toe beans on them, like a bear paw.
Aww.
Aww.
Oh, Abby is so beloved. I'm going to protect her with my life.
You will.
I will!
Yeah.
And soon enough, it's time for the ceremony to begin.
Ooh, ooh.
A bunch of older kids who already have their powers are lined up near the edges, waiting behind the tables and in lines to cheer on the littler kids as they go. And so begins the kid parade as you see a line of kids start coming down from farther down another street that faces towards the entrance of the shrine. And there are all sorts of kids slowly going into the shrine to get their powers. Little ones, older ones. All of them have different expressions of excitement, nervousness, or fear. And as they go into the shrine, a light flashes, and then they come back out in their own outfits. And each of them receives a little star sticker on their way out.
Aww.
Aw.
There was a
Beloveds.
little holdup. There was a little holdup with the littlest one, but eventually they made it out with a little ducky hood and little wings
Oh.
as they waddled their way back over to their group.
Yeah.
Woo.
Ari is clapping along to every single kid, trying to encourage them if she can that everything's going to be okay.
Maybe Abby would like say occasionally, be clapping softly and say occasionally, "Don't worry, it hasn't killed anyone that we know of."
Ari to that kind of leans down to her and like, you might want to fix the wording of that.
What? I just said hasn't killed anyone. Oh,
That we know of.
that we know. Yeah, that sounds ominous now that I think about it. It hasn't killed anyone yet. Hold on.
Many kids visibly get more fearful.
It hasn't killed anybody! Don't worry! No, it doesn't kill!
Statistically speaking, it won't kill you. 100% track record of living.
A few of the older kids like give you a look and like make a motion at their neck to be like, stop, stop.
Ari is just going to like, okay, I think that's enough encouragement.
Abby's like sweating now, like, oh no, I messed up, and just sort of like, gets smaller, like curls up a little bit, and glances awkwardly around.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
It's like yesterday when you were in the line yourself going through and stepping into the shrine. What was your experience in the shrine like?
I think Abby went in sort of like bored, like she could see what was going on. People were ahead of her were going in. There was like a light flash, like a photo booth, and they were coming out with a new outfit. She just thought it would spawn an outfit, so she was just sort of like almost bored. Like, this is like picture day at school, a lot of like prep and everything, and like a big hoopla for something that's just kind of boring. But then she gets into it, and it's like a really cool, like glowy space, and it's like it becomes like dark, but not like a scary dark, like a peaceful dark with like little fairy lights floating around. And then boom, she's dressed like a teddy bear.
Experience is always different for everyone. What about you, Ari? What was the shrine like for you?
As mentioning earlier, despite what Ari has said, Ari herself was absolutely terrified of the shrine. I want to imagine that it's big and it's rather intimidating, and despite the fact that Ari was much older, this is a new world, new things, new experiences. Big shrine. And there's a light, and oh boy, Ari wasn't really seeing what was coming at the other side as she was super focused upon the light, but a terrifying light. I'm going in there. It's like going to the doctors. Nothing bad's going to happen, but Afterwards, it was great relief upon receiving her new outfit. It was bright, it was saturated, it was silly. She even got a little candy rooster for it. Aw.
It was like the lollipop after the doctor visit.
Lollipop. You know what? Yeah, works. She got a little lollipop for her visit, and yeah, okay. She ran away from the shrine afterwards. Not like she disappeared forever, but she definitely just kind of like tried to like get away from it. Like, yeah, okay. I'm not doing that again. Thankfully, I only have to do it once.
As you two are reminiscing about your times at the shrine, you see a little hold up in the line as one of the kids is worriedly saying something to the older one.
Oh,
You can hear as the small voice says, "But what if I don't get my powers like that one kid?" And the older kid says, "Don't worry, he got them eventually, you'll be fine." The kid seems very hesitant, but is eventually led to the shrine and comes back out without any issue.
Ari kind of furrows her brows to that. She's never heard of a kid that didn't get their powers from a
You know,
shrine.
I think Abby like exchanges a confused glance of Ari and I think Abby wants to go up and like ask what that was about or referring to at least, but she stays where she is because she's already kind of put herself out there and failed horribly tonight, so
It's fine. It's fine. We still love you,
Eventually,
Abby.
the parade Eventually, the parade is over, and the streamers are taken down, snacks are eaten, and stars are gleefully looked at. And Dot and Tabby approach you as the cleanup crew finishes up their job to bring you back to the museum with them. If you have any questions, this is the perfect time.
yeah, I think Abby, say hi, thanks for meeting up with us, and thanks for letting us stay the night at the museum, and I overheard something strange. One of the kids was worried about not getting powers, and they referred to another kid who didn't, but then someone else said he did eventually. Or, I think, uh, do you know what that was about?
Dot and Tabby pause before looking at each other. They seem to know this story very well. And Tabby returns a look to you and says, "Do you remember that eclipse a couple months ago?"
I do.
Yeah.
Well, the parade before that, one of the kids didn't receive anything at the shrine, and Dot speaks up as Tabby falters. "He was one of ours. Um, a lot of kids thought he was cursed after that, but then the eclipse happened, and he ran off on his own." Tabby then starts speaking again. "Next thing we know, he's back with powers, and no clue why the shrine stalled so much."
That's very strange. So the eclipse gave him powers? Or do you think maybe he was given powers the day of the shrine, but they just weren't obvious until the eclipse? Does he still have them now? Or did they, like, go away when the eclipse went away?
Dot says there were no signs of powers during the time before the eclipse, and he still has them now. It's just nobody can tell why it didn't happen the way it did for everyone else. Not even Lionel. And you wouldn't need to make a history check for this. Everyone knows Lionel. The oldest survivor of the first generations of kids. One of the first kids to show up in Neverland. Currently 18.
Damn. That is an old kid.
Yeah.
Frantically ancient in the eyes of kids as young as Abby.
Yeah, he's definitely treated as ancient.
Why is 18-year-old?
Old.
I know he
Yeah,
has his.
but you
I just imagine him like sometimes wearing a fake beard.
I mean, he wouldn't really need to. Most of the kids would mistake him for one because his hood has a really thick mane around it, so whenever he pulls the hood closed, it looks like he has a beard.
Well, anyway, continuing.
Yeah, we don't know why that happened. He seems to be getting along with his powers just fine, like everyone else, but something about it was strange.
It was delayed. You don't think this is an indicator of something to come, do you? Like, are the sanctuaries starting to fail? I mean, they did it eventually, so I don't know how that works. How many kids have gone through it? Maybe we could figure it out. Maybe it's like every 15 millionth kid, it does something weird.
That shrugs. I'd have to consult one of the library faction kids. They're the ones who tend to record stuff, but no, the shrines have been working just fine ever since then. It's starting to seem less of a mistake and more of they were planning on it. I'm not sure how shrines work.
Hmm.
Do you think they're sentient? I haven't really thought about it. They do seem to give, like, personalized. Like, so that does suggest a no, but I thought maybe they were just, like, I don't know, like, reading our own minds to give us stuff that works for us?
Tabby shrugs and says, well, we've just gotten that kind of mindset from the shrine workers. They tend to see the shrines as more sentient than most. But
Ah.
then again, they are the ones who work with the shrines, even off of the shrine ceremonies.
Yeah, I guess they have an attachment, but I think sentient shines, we might be onto something. Hmm. Alright, do you have any ideas?
Ari is thinking, and she's kind of cut up upon the idea of sentient shrines that read thoughts.
See smoke coming out of her ears.
Yeah, no, you can definitely see words flying in one ear, flying out the other, as she's just like thinking about that. Like, wait, does it only read our minds once? What if it's still reading my mind?
Think very loudly, Ari. Think very loudly.
No. She's just like whispering a little bit because she does that when she thinks sometimes.
Dot just gives you a little wave of don't worry about it and says, well, I'm sure it's fine. He's thriving quite well with his new powers, and since you're going to be staying the night with us for a couple days, I'm sure you'll end up meeting him.
Oh, that'd be
Ooh.
exciting. Maybe I could ask him questions and figure it out. I wonder if I could get, we don't really have like schools or like doctorates here yet, but I wonder if I could make a thesis about the shrines and get a doctorate.
I'm sure the library faction would
Uh,
love to hear your ideas.
Yeah. Oh, is it nearby? Maybe I could go there.
Yeah, a couple of blocks farther from our base. It's a bit more fortified since they really don't want anyone destroying their records.
That's I like
You'd
fortified.
to, you'd have to get explicit permission from a faction leader to enter, and luckily you have us.
Oh yeah, you would. Okay, okay. Let's not get us ahead of ourselves. This is something for later, but very interesting. And yeah, I think she just does like a happy little clap.
Aw,
Oh,
beloved. I'm sorry, but Ari has been listening into the conversation, and she's just kind of been. Okay, I'm sorry, but she's kind of been just dying at the usage of words of doctorate learning.
I just like pained expressions in the background at every word related to education.
Yeah, her expression just gets worse anytime you bring up education. Like, magically gets swept away into a magical world, and we have more research, more knowledge, thesis, hypothesis. What the heck? I I thought this would be a good excuse to stop studying. Like science.
Was that in her head or out loud?
I think Ari's a little bit behind and she's just been listening to the conversation, but she doesn't had to notice that she said this out loud. So you just hear her crying.
Abby just like turns to bewilderedly stare at Ari. Are you quite alright?
She instantly snaps out of it, looking at the fact that she accidentally said everything out loud, like, yes, okay. I'm good. I'm fine. Sorry.
Duh gives you a sympathetic smile and pats your back and says, "Don't worry. It's hard for me to deal with too."
With education, or?
With having to deal with how grown up everything still is.
Huh.
It's not grown up to learn. It's just, it's
Kids
fun.
don't usually get doctorates.
Well, there's no adults, so adults were the ones who said that you had to be an adult to get a doctorate, I think. So if there's no adults, I think everyone can get a doctorate if they prove themselves. Like Ari, you can be Dr. Candy if you figure out how to multiply the lollipops to share with everyone.
Dot pulls Ari up and starts leading her away before she can have a panic attack.
No, I'm sorry. This is the player me laughing. I love Abby so much. I love her so much. She is. Okay. I'm done with my laughing fit, but I'm going to defend this kid at all costs.
She seriously reminds me of Molly Blindiff from Episode Erased.
I don't know. I haven't seen anything Epitaph Erased related yet, but I'll take your word for it. She's that sweet nerd trope.
Yeah. No, she is exactly like Molly. Okay, anyway, we'll explain that more later, but okay, so I'm going to follow behind.
Tabby offers Abby a hand as well, saying, "It's almost sunset. We really should go."
Oh yeah, and Abby takes the hand and follows along. A little bit of a skip in her step because learning, education might be in her future. She's just basically been reading the same little library full of scholastic books.
Animorphs.
Animals, so many animorphs.
So many animorphs.
I'm sure Abby would have. I'm sure Abby would have thrived if she'd shown up in the library faction.
She would have. She would dominate.
Becomes leader in a day.
Comes leader in the last 4 and 5 years. The library empire.
Library ruled by a 10-year-old. Oh.
The shrine saved us by sending her somewhere else.
Yeah.
She saved us
resources of an elementary school.
She saved us from a dictatorship of education. It's fine.
Both will walk off towards the museum as the sun slowly begins to set. And that's where we'll leave it off.
Oh, glory, perfect.
That was wonderful.
They
The characters all vibe so well together.
Oh, they
do. Well, let's end the recording and then we can go crazy over them.
Oh yes, okay. Thanks for listening.
Alrighty, thank you for watching. Thank you for vibing. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Mwah.
I hope you had a wonderful introduction to one